A KRFO interview with the general manager for the Steele County Blades junior hockey team, Max Barron. Now we're here in summer in the off season, but you guys are getting ready for a tryout camp, and there's been a little bit of news regarding the Blades with a group taking over as ownership for the team. First of all, Max, thank you very much for the time, and can you tell me what this means for the hockey fan here in Owatonna and Steele County regarding the Blades?
Well, Roy, thanks for having me. We're excited. I can't speak as one of the owners, but the ownership group, Iowa Wild AAA, when they purchased Steele County, very excited about it. I've been with the Wild for the last 2 years, and being given the opportunity to help Steele County and push them towards better success. I'm pretty excited about it. The ownership group here, from what I know of, plan on doing everything that the previous ownership group and regimen is doing. We just obviously would like to build on that success. The previous ownership group, they were very passionate about the city. They, were passionate about the fan base, and definitely wanted to put on a good product on the ice. So, we just plan on trying to build off that and keep improving, help make Blades hockey part of a bigger part of the community.
Yeah, we know that group of folks were indeed kind of just trying to keep junior hockey in Owatonna after the other team left a number of years ago, and it's been fun following the Blades here over the last several seasons. What is it, to your opinion, that makes the program strong, that the owners have done to make it a good team over these first few years of having the Blades in town?
Well, the big thing, I'd start out with is the facility.
Okay.
Obviously it's run by the Steele County in itself. One of the great assets we have is being able to have the old Owatonna Express set up, where we have a gym, we have a shooting gallery. The players have places to, a place to hang out and get a little bit more of that camaraderie. So, I think the great thing about just what we have in Steele County, it starts with the facility. It starts with a place where our players actually want to wake up and go. It's not just a random rink where you're in a locker room and that's that. The boys can go hang out, they can work out together, they can train together, and it's got kind of the whole package. From the on-ice product, obviously we were around 500 last year, so there's plenty to build on. But with Coach Nick Adamick and assistant coach Bobby Solari, we're in good hands. I know the players that played for him last year enjoyed playing for him, and our staff enjoyed coaching them. So hopefully we just add some more pieces of the puzzle in order to build a stronger on-ice product and keep the strengths off ice and keep working towards that.
What is the Iowa Wild AAA Hockey? What is that organization?
So 2 years ago, Iowa Wild AAA it's a AAA hockey organization. So up in Minnesota, you have Shattuck St. Mary's, but that's more of a prep school atmosphere. AAA hockey is kind of growing, and the landscape's changing a little bit throughout the U.S., where it's just the highest level that you could play at the youth level. So, for example, a player that's 17, 18 years old and is not playing junior hockey, if they want to play at the highest level possible, for the youth level, that's AAA. So the group here that started the program in Des Moines, they were the ones that decided to get involved with Steele County when they had the opportunity. And basically what it is, it's a youth hockey. It's like AAU in a way for basketball and football. AAA hockey is the best that you can play from 11 years old to 18 at the youth level.
Now, to share the name with the Minnesota Wild's affiliate in Iowa, is there any affiliation or connection between the two?
We do have a working relationship with them.
Okay.
Obviously, wearing the Wild logo, we couldn't just smack that on our jersey and say, "Hey, we're using your logo." We had to go through the parameters that needed in order to use the name. But the Iowa Wild AHL they're a great program, great organization. Everybody, from the top to the bottom, they do their best to help us out. And part of that relationship, the rink that our organization's down here, the AHL team actually practices here when they're in town, and so yes, we do have a relationship with them, but it's not probably on the level it's not like we get equipment from them or anything like that.
Okay.
Just we use the same name and they help us out in any way possible.
Okay. No plans to change the Blades name though. Steele County will remain the Blades.
We plan on keeping the Blades name. We don't want to come in and change everything. We just want to help improve on everything. So we plan on keeping Blades hockey in Owatonna.
All right. And I know just from my personal conversation with some people, who the volunteer group, I talked to Tony Switzenberg, who was in on the volunteer group and ownership group and what have you, and they, their goal was to keep hockey in Owatonna, junior hockey, and not necessarily to run the team long term, and they built a good base, and now the Iowa Wild AAA taking over ownership. Is that kind of a fair way to kind of sum it up? I mean, they're all in support of this, the guys who have been running the team over the last few years, so I think it's all a good thing for the team in Owatonna.
Yeah, the good thing about the group here with Iowa Wild AAA, all my bosses, they all come from a hockey background.
Yep.
Two of the three guys the two guys that started Iowa Wild AAA, John Devereaux and Ryan Bennett, they both played, at least I'd say 7 to 8 years pro. They both played college hockey. John drafted in the NHL. So, I mean, you're getting guys with hockey backgrounds that know exactly how to improve the organization from a hockey standpoint. And that's where, that's why we're pretty excited about this, having this organization. We're able to improve on what Tony and the rest of that group did, off the ice, but on the ice, with the hockey background, we feel that we'll add that extra dimension.
And Max, what can you tell me about the camp that's coming up? And is this something that the average fan could stop by and take a peek in on during that tryout time as well?
Yeah, absolutely. It's open to the public. The camp is basically just a little pre-draft camp, or not pre-draft, I guess. It's a mini camp just to kind of get players that are interested in playing for Steele County, up in the area. Get them on the ice, take a look at them, also let them tour the facility and get to know the area and where they'd be living. This camp is not necessarily going to be our main camp, so it's more of an open camp. So we're excited about it. We got some guys that are coming that we're interested in having on our team this year, and hopefully keep building towards that. Making our team better by September. So.
And is it too early to say how many returners off of last season's team will be back for the Blades?
I feel we're going to have a good core. In talking with Coach Adamick, he feels pretty strongly about the guys that are coming back. He also feels that, there are a few guys that are still weighing their options for next year. Some guys are deciding, hey, you know what, it's time to go to school and get an education, which is fine because that's, the long-term goal of junior hockey is to get these players playing college hockey. So we do have a good core. There's not a definitive number, but the fans in Steele County will see a lot of familiar faces next year.
And that reference to college hockey in the offseason here, there have been several announcements regarding Blades players who will go on to play college hockey, and then the exciting news about goaltender Adam Carlson signing a professional contract in the Washington Capitals organization. So very cool to see those former Blades players move on to those types of hockey.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know any of the players that are moving on. I'm new to the organization, so still learning, but the Carlson story is very, very cool, and it's inspiring in a way too, because it shows you that no matter where you play and when you play, there's always somebody watching, and you can always get better, and that no matter where you're at, if you keep working hard, your hard work's going to pay off. And Carlson's a kid that spent 2 years with Steele County, spent a year with in the NAHL with Cooley Region. 1 year at Mercyhurst, and next thing you know, he's playing pro hockey, and that's not a very common route for a lot of players. So it's pretty cool to see, and obviously with our organization it's even better, and hope Adam takes advantage of the opportunity.
Max, anything else to add at this point?
Not too much. Just excited to get to know the city of Owatonna and learn more about Steele County, and obviously meeting you as well. So I'm just excited to be a part of it, and look forward to September getting started here.
The general manager for the Steele County Blaze, Max Barron, here on KRFO Radio. Nice to talk to you, sir, and I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, Roy. Appreciate it.